Dr. Barnett Spritzer pushed through the double doors of Washington Hospital's high-containment isolation ward.
Gear up, everyone. We may be here for a while today.
Trailing 6 sweat-soaked residents in full PAPR gear. Here, the air was a commodity, constantly vacuumed away by negative pressure hums, scrubbed by HEPA filters, bathed in the violet glare of ceiling-mounted UVC sterilizers. Behind their hoods and double gloves, the team breathed their own recycled carbon dioxide, tasting of latex and anxiety. The residents fanned out around the bed like a protective barrier, leaving Benny alone at the patient's head. Before them lay Matteo, 24, admitted 3 weeks ago with what should have been a manageable case of breakthrough HIV. Instead, his chart was a disaster of spiking fevers, crashing blood pressure, bone marrow failure. At first, they blamed a toxic reaction to his salvage antiretroviral therapy. When that fell apart, a colder theory took root, that Matteo's blood carried a resistant strain, one that mocked their entire drug cocktail. But it was the transmission vector that chilled the staff to the bone. Matteo hadn't had a sexual partner, shared a needle, or received blood in 3 years. If the timeline held, this wasn't just a drug-resistant mutation. It was a pathogen that had found a new way to travel.
Can you hear me okay through this helmet? How are you feeling today, Matteo?
Loud and clear. Not too bad, Doc.
How's your appetite? Nurse said you lost another pound.
What can you expect? You try eating the stuff they feed you in here?
Fair. What do you actually like? Maybe we can put in a special request.
Only what my mom makes, really. You haven't lived till you had her mofongo.
Mom's mofongo. What could be better? Kathy, before we clear the floor, tell the head nurse we're approving mofongo for our guy here.
The hood nodded its assent.
That's the best news I've had in a while.
Back in the gowning area, the team peeled off their protective gear and dropped it in the bins marked used. Out on the open ward, despite the tang of disinfectant, the air felt almost clean after the recycled stuff they'd left behind.
Dr. Spritzer?
Oh, hey, what's up, Kathy?
I know nobody's sure yet, but how likely is it Matteo picked this up a new way? Aerosol, maybe?
I hope not. For everyone's sake. Let's keep that one between us until we know more. We're moving as fast as we can. Did his food request make it to the front desk?
Yes, they were glad to bend the rules for once. Everyone likes Matteo.
Good, thanks. Let's go say hi to Aisha in bed 8. I think her MRI came back this morning.
Benny knew that for now, this topic must remain carefully managed. Casual speculation was to be discouraged. When conclusive evidence was available of how this deadly disease was spread, then a carefully worded announcement would be made. It was not the time for panic in the streets. The lab that day was a sanctuary of mundane frustration. Dimitrov slumped in his chair, glaring at a centrifuge like he could will it to spin faster. At her station, Maryliss lingered over her coffee break, stirrer clicking against the cup, one eye on her motionless colleague.
So, out with it, Dr. D. You've been moping since you walked in. How'd it go last night?
She was stunning, Maryliss, truly. Last week when we met, I barely had a look at her. She had on one of those new Ice Age hats everyone's wearing in Manhattan.
The ones with the ear flaps?
That's the one. But last night, she was something else.
Sounds like a great start. I sense a but coming, though. Spill it.
We went for pierogies. The conversation was effortless. And then, she smiled.
Oh no, here we go. What was it? Spinach? Tooth-to-gum ratio?
Worse. Her front teeth, one looked to be missing, the rest crooked. Threw off the whole symmetry of her face.
You're a piece of work, Dr. D. The girl's a winter queen in a ridiculous hat, and you're ready to bail because a couple of her teeth didn't get the memo?
That's not it. I'm not dumping her. I like her spirit. But here's this smart, gorgeous woman with one flaw nature stuck her with. right out there for everyone to see. And she was upfront about it, told me the whole story. No money to fix it growing up. Took a lot of grief for it.
Yeah?
And then she didn't leave out a single detail. The childhood, the social stuff, all of it. A little much, honestly. And get this, her big dream is to be a famous singer.
This girl's got cojones.
The conversation was interrupted as Benny walked in from rounds, catching the tail end of the laugh.
Sorry to interrupt. I guess I missed something good.
No worries. Dr. D's just dishing about his hot date. Beautiful girl, hard luck story, the whole bit.
The problem is, we've forgotten how to appreciate what can't be improved, because we're too busy chasing perfect. So, enough about my night. How are you holding up, Benny?
Okay, I guess. My echo's in a few days. The TEE kind. Not exactly looking forward to it.
I'm sorry to hear that, Benny. Aren't you asleep for that part at least?
Should be, yeah. I know it's not a big deal, but...
We've got your back, Benny. It will be fine.
Maryliss nodded in agreement.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. It's like the dentist. No fun, but no biggie.
Benny didn't say what he was actually thinking. That this might just be the start of something much bigger. Every epidemic begins with a patient. Every breakthrough begins with a question. And every medical revolution begins with someone willing to challenge what nature has written. Welcome to the world of binary and bone. See you in episode 3.